Good to go here. So, after we successfully cleared out the darkness from Ilmeg and took care of all of the side quests there, we've returned now once again to the Crystarium, where we are going to have to deal with whatever comes next, which hopefully will allow us to find our final missing scion, which in this case is Ishtola. But before we do that, we still have a quest to take from Lurik, since we're now at level 74, and then once we've done that, it's time for us to move on. So, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novaura Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So, as mentioned, we're back here in the Crystarium, and Lurik is ready for his next required side quest with us, so we are going to go ahead and take it. So let's go on and take on Lurik's level 74 quest entitled Freedom from Privilege. Lurik is, as usual, quite pleased to see you again. There he is, Shinji, come to rejoin his bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Colusia. The fiend transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Rika and Shinji to slay the newborn eater and continue the pursuit of Nora's most notorious virtue, to Colusia and to glory! And we'll see you out there. And so away we go. Colusia it is. Hey there, Zopus. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, we're definitely still quite a ways out on getting stuff in Colusia for various things. In fact, we actually have to go to right for this one. It's nice to have you guys tagging along. So one thing I'm noticing as I've been doing these files for my run with the Let's Play is that the video files that I've been making, for whatever reason, are taking up a huge amount of space on my hard drive. Like, I'm guzzling through gigabytes like crazy, and I'm wondering if it might be a wise idea for me to possibly look into getting an external hard drive. So let's go ahead and speak with Lurik, see what we're doing here. Let us work no further delay and commence our search. Separately as before in Amarang, if you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not! I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time, and so, on that note, may the best hunter win! And so, away he goes. And once again, dressed for battle. Yeah, he was kind of walking the wrong way. Because as it turns out, yeah, we're going the opposite direction to find what we need to kill off. You know, we won't worry about the Hyssops or any matter that tries to attack us. So where is this thing? Yeah, maybe on high ground? Well, it might not even matter if we can't shake this one monster. Ah, there it is. Alright, let's have a look. You survey surroundings, but I find no trace of the bear you seek. I guess we'll have to keep looking then. So yeah, perhaps up the road. As we continue to discourage the presence of freaky monsters, but yeah, there's our destination. Oh, is it gonna get to me? Nope, turns away. Like, I thought I had just enough room, but he's just gonna stay there. Despite looking far and wide, you fail to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. Yeah, he's going to be over to the right there. So it looks like he may have guessed correctly here. And so off to the opposite side. Oh. Someone's messaging me on Facebook right now? And asking me about Final Fantasy XIV? I'll have to get back to them on that. Yeah, in fact, yeah, Luik has a little extra hand here. What's up with this? Hate to say it, Shinji, but it seems we're late to the party. Lambert and his mates slew the bear before we could. Ah. So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with the boy, you poor daft sod. But I don't understand. The Eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open his purse. And yeah, he's not happy about this. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. Well, you certainly seem to have some help behind you. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Guess he's learned the error of his ways. Do as you like, help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize. Cause unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. They certainly look imposing. Speaking of me mates, how much did it cost you to buy his friendship? Do tell. Oh, and they're gonna laugh about this? Piss off, Lampard, why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. So yeah, we've got rivals now. But then again, perhaps we shouldn't be surprised by this, considering that we have a history of whenever we do job quests like this, we always have rivals. You have questions, I'm sure. As you may have surmised, Landbird was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills in battling Sin-Eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride and instead resolved to recruit new companions thinking he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to attracting lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Custodium, but before we depart, I would have one other matter to attend to in Ulmore. If it might trouble you to accompany me? But of course you will. Let us be off. Are you sure that's a good idea, given that we're not exactly welcome in Ulmore right now? So yeah, while the cutscene was going on, I also had the opportunity to look up Facebook, and yeah, someone is PMing me in regards to what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm thinking, they asked which free company is mine, and I guess this is a prospective new member. But I'll need to go over to Yomor first in order to be able to go and get some quick opportunity to respond back to this individual. So yeah, back we go into Mexico. And actually, we're not supposed to be in Mexico. We're on the wrong side. Well, yeah, I just see the Yulmore itself, and I forget that. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, I was not wrong when I said that that's particular part of the map looks like Mexico, which I guess could essentially make this Texas. Yeah, Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. Although there's no Florida Panhandle. Yeah, back we go through the Gates town in order to get back over to Yulmore. Alright, in we go. Oops. Gotta type this out right. Alright, so we've found our way back into Yulmore. Probably better to dress casually. Or at least close as we possibly can to looking like we belong here. Did I know that anyone can get a hold of Aika? Okay, I guess they must know Aika from our FC. Yeah, I guess I'll have to keep responding once I'm done with her. But apparently Aika's her girlfriend? Or his girlfriend? Yeah, this is getting weirder by the moment. But yeah, in case you're wondering, no, we can still not use the Aetheryte here. The main plaza, at least. Yeah, Lurik wants to meet us in the Beehive. Why? I have no idea. Shinji, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend, Shinji. He and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly Sin Eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Novaura shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Yeah, they seem to be completely disinterested in their son. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. Ouch. Yeah, there's their manservant. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy, you've never been any good at it. Yeah, very disapproving father. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, father. We're leaving Shinji, right now! Yeah, it was completely pointless for us to come here, and yeah, his mother didn't even say a word. Yeah, his mother didn't even say a word. What a jerk. Yeah, I didn't expect that I'd be asked to help someone out who had family issues. Yeah. We already knew that Lurik was a spoiled pretty boy, but yeah. This pretty much confirmed that. And not only that, his parents are completely disinterested in their son. Yeah. This can't possibly go wrong, can it? Back to Lurik. Forgive me, Shinji, but I would forego the one on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Yeah, as if we couldn't tell by the outfit you're wearing and the food that you bestowed us with. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Custodium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established rapport though, and so I thought it best to bring it to you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. I have a feeling the word will get out eventually. Now then, since Lambert has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that will not deter you from joining me anon? I was never in this for Gil, or I don't know how to think on it. I was never in this for the money. That's not what the Warrior of Light does. Really? I mean, of course you won't. Perish the thought. And so we'll take our 620,000 experience points and 1,941 Gil. And we'll meet up with Lurik again in 2 levels' time. And so now, let's head on back over to the pendants themselves. It is now time to once again speak with the manager's suite so he can send us on our way, by taking on the level 74 main story quest entitled, A Party Soon Divided. The manager of suites is in a cheerful mood, but according to this picture, I doubt we will be. Good morning to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Oh, don't worry, I will. Yeah, something tells me Emmet Selk is not going to go away. Hold on. Yeah, apparently something has happened with one of our FC members, Aika, and apparently someone who knows me on Facebook is their girlfriend, which I had no idea about. Hey, I get the feeling that this is a situation that isn't going to go away anytime soon. And so, upon our return to the Ocular, yeah, we're back. And what are we all staring at? I was about to say, is everyone frozen or something?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Yeah, let's guess who that is. Yeah, and what happened to the Exarch? What are you doing here?
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
I would prefer it later.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
I somehow doubt that. Like, the only reason you're going to observe is to come up with ways to beat us later.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
Well, it wasn't by choice, you know.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
You tell him, Thancred.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
We don't want you as our ally. Where are you getting that notion from?
Worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
Yeah, you're not on anyone's good side here, sir.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity.
It's not like you extended one to us to begin with.
Let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy.
And what if we don't want that information?
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Yeah, not the least bit creepy. Yeah, how can there be trust if there's none to be established?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips.
Yeah.
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Yeah. A colonel perhaps not one jot, I don't know, but if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he had him, because remember, we have the white aura sight.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Yeah, because I'm sure they'll do everything they can to undo the damage.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Agreed.
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
And I guess Alphino will go back to Calusia?
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika.
Oh, it's finally that time.
There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Yeah, I don't think she forgives you at all. And hey there, PM Sutter, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us, and welcome to the channel. And hello Matthew, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us too.
Might I trouble you to...
I'll answer your question in a moment, Pim.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Of course. Probably trying to bring over Tataru and Kryl.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
Oh, you better believe it is.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Then take someone with you to defend you if things go wrong.
Master Alphinaud, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Alright. Okay, Pim, so in regards to my thoughts on Gunbreaker, I've only just dabbled in it initially to take on the initial quest. And I think it's okay. It definitely is a quest tank class that I'm looking forward to leveling up because I intend to do so anyway. Hey there, Stark. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There's a church, or rather, the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Ishtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has since fallen long into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Ishtola. At the very least, such a relic will make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. And so away goes everyone. And we'll hook up with the Oriange at Fort Job. Now, Matthew, in regards to your situation with Aika, the only contact we have that we use regularly is through Discord. But we have a quote-unquote FC server, but pretty much no one uses it. So anyone who is a member of my free company or watches my channel hooks up with me at my personal Discord. And Aika's not a member of it, unfortunately. Here amidst these ruins we'll find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. So we'll go ahead and take our experience skill plus our first level 74 piece of gear. So we'll go ahead and make use of it, because yeah, we've been holding off on using all of these over here because, of course, these were all weaker than what we could have used. So let's check out this helmet. Determination and skill speed against more determination and skill speed. So yeah, we can definitely make use of this. Plus, as well, you may also notice some more new side quests have spawned at Fort Job. So we'll be taking these as well before we head off to Raktika. But yeah, Matthew, you said you were concerned about our free company member Aika. How did you know that she was in our free company, and how did she bring you to my attention? Yeah, the only place we really stay in contact with free company members on a regular basis is through my YouTube channel's Discord. Oh, you know Miguel as well. Oh, okay. Alright, so before we move on, I need to make a detour. So I'm going to go ahead and hit up Shiro again. But yeah, if you know Miguel, then that's at least some satisfaction that we can have some idea who you are. But yeah, Aika hasn't been over in the free company or playing the game in a couple of months. In fact, I can even show you when she last logged on, too. So once we get into Shirogane, I'll show you how long it's been since she last was with us. Yeah, 67 days ago was when she last logged on. So yeah, that was the last time that we've heard from Micah, was over 2 months ago. Alright, so now we might as well go ahead and start retrieving the critical hit. And then we'll go ahead and use it in our new armor. But this is also a good opportunity for me to open up the 72 coffers and put those pieces of equipment up for sale on the market board. There we go. And then we'll glamour that. Oh, you did? That's interesting. Yeah, I need to go and... It'd be a good idea to go talk with my retainers before we move on here. And while my audio file is being saved. Ultimate choker of aiming. Do you have any gil you can give me? 95,000 worth. I'm gonna get back to you in a moment because I need to... Yeah, open up all these coffers here. Yeah, so that we can at the very least open up some space in the inventory. And there we go. Yeah, I already have a Diaspora Ring of Slaying already on, so I don't need a second because I already have a 400 ring. Alright, go ahead and sell this. And we'll put it around 45,000. Alright. That's enough from you. Go ahead and do another quick exploration. Hey there, Jishuka. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Things of the Divine Harvest. These girls really like the dungeons. Oh, I think we can definitely work with that. Yeah, very much so. And we'll go ahead and quick sell that. Yeah, I still need to sell off some of the 70 gear as well. Alright, there we go. Head out back to the field. Oh, Zopus is here? Yeah, and then he chases off. Yeah, I guess he's gotten to the point where he can say lally ho. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to actually see him do it, but yeah. It looks like he's also true to his old school glamours as well. Or maybe not. Yeah, this white mage robe looks a lot like some of the others I've seen. But at least we know what a 430 looks like. And he's decked from head to toe. So that's how it looks. Thanks so much for showing that off there, for showing us that off, Lopez. Or, you know what I mean. And you also have a 430 staff as well, so yeah, you've definitely been busy. Alright. Yeah, at least we know what it looks like now. And thank you so much for the regen. Alright, let's go back to Fort Job. But yeah, Matthew, this is your first time joining us, is it not? Alright, it's your first time, and you haven't played in 2 years, okay. Were you at least able to see Stormblood? Alright. Everything looks good on my end, so we can resume with the story. Just need to get everything going up again. Alright. Okay, so since a new set of side quests is now spawned here in Fort Job, let's take care of those first. Anything we can do to continue to build up our points and get ourselves as much of an advantage as possible. So we start off here in the barns with Kalea here. Let's go ahead and take on her chain quest, starting with the first one entitled On Her Own. Kalea is at her wit's end. Oh dear, what am I to do? Need any help?
Forgive me, I didn't see you there. You've come seeking treatment, I presume? I'm afraid we're not taking in any new patients at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not a patient.
You're not hearing, you say? I'm sorry, I simply assumed. This is an infirmary, you see, or rather, I should say, it used to be. My father ran it, you see, but he is no longer with us. Devoured by a sin eater at the Battle of Holminster Switch, or so I was told. I did not even have a chance to say goodbye. And so I'm alone in this world now. There is one man, a member of the guard and dear friend of my father's, who promised he would look after me if things came to the worst. But then he was transferred to a distant and dangerous post, and thus I am unable to do so much as share with him the unfortunate news. You look like someone who can hold his own in battle. Would you be so kind as to brave the road to convey this message to my man? Of course, I would be compensating you well for your efforts. The man's name is Nilden, and God's willing, he still serves at Radiska's round. Pray seek him out and tell him that Corvus lives no longer. It pains me to ask a stranger to be the bearer of such grim news, but it would mean everything to me.
Oh, well done.
The road is long and fraught with danger. I will not get very far on my own. I cannot force you to do this, but can you find it in your heart to help me?
I believe we can.
Thank you, my friend. I have no words to express my gratitude. My name is Kalea. May I ask yours?
Well, you can call me by this name.
A gentle name indeed. Thank you, Shinji, and be safe.
And so, yeah, we're off to share some bad news with some people. Yeah, we gotta talk about the misfortunes that occurred over at Holminster Switch to those who were not aware of it. So off we go across the purple canopy of trees and flowers to get back to Radiska's round and let someone know about what occurred. Yeah, watch all those branches as well. Don't want to hit yourself in the head. Alright, where's our man? Right over here. Hello there, Mr. Nilden. Something I can do for you? Well, I've come to tell you something. For saying it has got Colfus. Say it so. The bloody fool, how many times did I tell him? Forget that damn battle and stay home with Kalea. The girl needs you. But did he listen? Forgive my friend. It's just the man was like a brother to me. Anyhow, I'd like nothing more than to rush to Kalea's side with you, but I can't very well run off like that. Not least without finding someone to cover my post. If it could spare a minute, maybe you could go and have a talk with my superior. Captain Mines is a stern man, but also a reasonable one. I reckon he wouldn't begrudge me a brief respite to see the girl. After all, she's almost family. Alright. Can't thank you enough, friend. You'll find the captain inside the tower. I'd best be getting back to my post. I look forward to you in the good world. Anything I can do to help out our brother Dragoon. And so up we go. Yeah, we also called this guy Minus the last time we spoke with him as well. Hello there, I'm back. We need to talk to you about something. Caiaphas, sin lain by a sin eater. Are you certain of this? We are. Truly this is a sad day for our cause. He was a fine physician, one of the best we've had. I have long since caught of how many men were plucked back from the brink of death by his hand. And he was also one of the bravest men I knew. Though he was no warrior, he did not hesitate to venture beyond the safe walls of the Castellum and tend to patients on the front lines. It was in this spirit that he chose to establish the infirmary at Fort Job. But he is gone now, and we must carry on without him. As for Nilden's request for a leave of absence, consider it granted. Tell him to do what he must for Colfus's girl. I will see that his post is covered. In truth, we can ill afford to lose even a single good man at a time like this, and yet, there are certain things that must not be compromised. Tell Nilden he may go to the girl's side with my blessing. Mission accomplished on that. So let's go ahead and tell Nilden that he's all good. There you are. Oh, there you are. What's the good word, friend? The word is good. You are free to go. The captain said what? Must be going soft in his old age. Figure if he at least told me to hurry back, just goes to show you what people thought of Colfus. He's a good man, treated every patient with dignity and respect, be they prince or pauper, and he wouldn't think twice about risking his own life when other lives were in danger. Could barely swing a sword, yet it wouldn't stop him from braving most of the infested forests, roads run by sin-eaters, and goodness know what else. He never showed his face here at the round from time to time. Of course, that's what did him in the end, and yet I reckon he died with no regrets, save for leaving poor Kalea behind to fend for herself. Anyhow, you have my thanks, friend, and with that, I'm best prepared to hit the road. There's someone who needs me. And so we'll go ahead and take his experience, skill, plus a level 74 ring. So let's see if we can make use of this one. Alright, we have a Lazarite Ring of Slaying. And it is going to give me critical hit and direct hit rate over critical hit and determination. Well, given that my direct hit rate is lower than my determination, it'll probably be my best interest to get this melted on and put it on myself. So we'll take care of that, but for now, let's continue on with Nilden's quest. With the next quest entitled Carrying On. Nilden will go to the side of someone who needs him. Well, there's often to be gained from standing around here in the open. Kalea needs me, so I must take to the road. Colfus lost both his dear wife and parents not long after the girl was born. Raised Kalea all by himself he did. They weren't rich by any means, but still he saw that she wanted for nothing. I can't even imagine what the poor girl's going through all alone in this dangerous world. As Colfus's closest friend, it's my duty to be there for her and see to whatever she needs. Come to think of it, don't suppose you'd be interested in coming along. I'm just one man and looking after Kalea isn't likely to be an easy task. Alright. You're a lifesaver, friend. I'm sure that'll mean the world to the girl. And with that, I best gather my belongings. See you back at Fort Job. Alright, so we'll hook up with them again there. Alright, let's go check it out. So yeah, we'll reunite with Kalea and find out what she intends to do. Oh, she ran out here, okay. I thought she was still in her earlier spot. Yeah, I've come back. It's here.
Uncle Nilden, you came all the way here for me? And dear Shinji, how can I ever repay you for your generosity?
Think no one ever, girl. Poor thing, you've been through more than any child should have to suffer. But don't you worry, Uncle Nilden and Uncle Shinji are here to see to your every need. Yeah, we'll do what we can to help.
You're truly too kind. Everyone has been... Why, even those here in the fort I have never spoken to before have stopped to offer their sympathies. Whatever have I done to deserve such kindness?
Reckon your old man is to thank for that. The people loved him, Kalea, and they know that his daughter and assistant is cut from the same cloth. You got nothing to feel guilty about.
But what are you saying, Uncle Nilden? It's my fault, all of it. I never should have let him go to that terrible place.
Don't even think of blaming yourself for that, Kalea. Your father went there because he felt it was his duty. 100 men couldn't have stopped that stubborn bastard once he made up his mind.
Yes, this is what everyone tells me. That father was a talented physician and a great man. That he is a hero who did not shy in the face of danger, and sacrificed himself in the name of our cause. This I know, and yet... To me, he was my father! As cruel as it sounds, I could care less that he died a hero. I wanted him to live.
Conveniently as the rain comes in.
But still he left me. He did not even give me the chance to say goodbye.
Kalea, your old man may have left here, but you never left his mind and heart, not for a moment. You were more important to him than anything.
I know this, and yet I do not understand. His duty, his patience, his daughter. How could any one man be so selfless? Did he never stop to think of himself?
Yeah, and conveniently enough as well, thunderstorm.
Forgive me, my friends. I'm still feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all.
No apologies there, girl. You've had it harder than any of us. And yet, we have to carry on without him somehow. All of us do. So tell me, Kalea, what do you plan on doing now?
The sick and wounded still shop at these stores. My heart aches for them, but I am yet but a physician's assistant. I cannot simply offer them the treatment that father once did. And to think that I will head for the Crystarium, I will shutter the doors of the infirmary, sell the furniture and equipment for what little they are worth, and use the coin to fund my trip.
Perhaps that would be for the best. It'd be safe there at least, and as good a place as any to start a new life. There's a residence hall there, the catenaries they call it, where they give home and board to refugees and others looking to make the Crystarium their new home. You can take shelter there till you find the job and place of your own. And so... Say that, Shinji, would you mind going on ahead to make the arrangements? The boy Sirgam there's an acquaintance of mine. Space is always tight, but let him know of Kalea's situation, and I reckon he'll be able to find a room for her. Alright then.
I cannot even begin to express the depths of my gratitude, friend. Thank you.
And so away they go. And we'll hook up back up with them there. So off to the Crystarium. Yeah, looking forward to getting back. See if we can't help out poor Kalea with her situation. Alright, back in the city. So we're now needing to go back over towards the Universalis. Although it is taking a bit of a while to get over there. But yeah, it's probably going to get busier now that we're arrived at the weekend. So yeah, over here at the Catenaries, here's where we find Sogum. Greetings and welcome to the Catenaries. How may I be of service to you today? Well, this is what we need to tell you, sir. A young girl has been orphaned at Fort Job, you say. This is tragic indeed, but worry not. A room just opened up earlier today. I will reserve it for Miss Kalea straight away. Your timing is most fortunate. Ever since the raid on Holminster Switch, refugees have been pouring in day after day, and our rooms can only hold so many. But do not worry, we will have everything we can for your young acquaintance. There are others who have suffered similar tragedies and can doubtless sympathize with her plight. She will be among friends. Needless to say, I and the rest of the staff will also watch over her closely and see her needs until such time as she is acclimated to life here in the Crystarium. Tell her to come in safety, that we might look forward to welcoming her to our halls. Yeah, still gotta go back to Fort Job again. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth right now. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, there's Kalea chilling out with Nilden, back over in front of the infirmary, for what's left of it.
Welcome back, Shinji. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me. I very much look forward to settling into my new home at the Crystarium. And yet I fear there's been something of a complication. Uncle Nilden and I had finished overpacking my things when... forgive me a moment, I need to collect my thoughts.
I wonder why that is. Well, why don't we find out by taking on Kalea's next quest, entitled In Father's Footsteps. Kalea wears an expression of grave concern. What's on your mind?
My apologies, Shinji. I fear we are better for a situation on our hands. While you were kindly making arrangements for me at the Crystarium, a young man was rushed here with the most horrific symptoms.
Oh, one of the new recruits here at Fort Job. A nasty fiend got him, one of those damn treeburn, and got him bad. Tree ants. Ouch. As his brothers in arms tell it, he was lucky to survive. Sadly, he won't be surviving much longer in his current state. See, the beast that nicked him had some nasty venom in his claws. The way the poor boy's convulsing is probably spreading through his body even as we speak. He's resting in bed for now, but if we don't do something soon... Yeah, we need an antidote.
Searching through Father's belongings, I found a book containing recipes for a wide variety of antidotes. The instructions seem clear enough. I'm quite confident I can mix one up provided I add the proper ingredients. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. The most vital ingredient is the swab of the original poison with which the man was stricken, and furthermore, the medicine must be mixed immediately after obtaining the sample while the venom is still fresh. We know precisely which type of beast did it, and they are more than plentiful in these parts. We will not have to travel far to procure the poison, provided we had some of the strength to fell the fiend.
And this is where I come in.
The soldiers here have been so kind to my father and me, I simply cannot let them down in their time of need. Oh, Shinji, I beg of you, will you help me?
I believe we can. You can count on old Nilden too, my girl. I'm no slouch in battle after all, or have you forgotten?
Thank you, Uncle Nilden, but no. You must stay here with our patient. Make sure there is water to drink and tell him that I will return shortly with the antidote.
Aye, I understand. Watch yourself out there, Kalea. Yeah, until we meet again.
Alright, Shinji, we've no time to lose. The creatures we seek lurk in the woodlands just west of the forest. I will meet you there.
And so off she runs, and we will do the same. So as nighttime has descended here upon Lakeland, let's make our way over to where we need to go. But yeah, it's so nice to welcome new viewers to the channel. Yeah, I'm always glad to see my regulars, but it's always nice to see some new faces. Alright, so let's go ahead and speak with Kalea.
Here we are, Shinji. Do you see those ghastly living trees? These are the fiends that poisoned that poor soldier. Here's a file you may use to collect the sample. Father's records made it clear that the venom is quick to break down. If too much time passes, I will have to ask you to collect a fresh sample. Also be warned, these beasts are not likely to part with their poison willingly. Like as not, you will have to weaken them somewhat before they allow you to get close enough to do the deed. Be safe, Shinji. I will stand by here and prepare the rest of the ingredients.
Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and deal with this. Yeah, just a real fast snap hook on these guys. And from there we can just go ahead and let loose. Yeah, you're dead. Mission accomplished. Yeah, good thing you were so close by, Kalea.
Shinji, is that what I think it is?
It is indeed.
Perfect! Yes, I do believe this is exactly what I need to mix up the antidote.
And so as she does that, let's go on and take on the final part of this chain quest entitled Her True Calling. Kalea would use the venom you procured to prepare an antidote.
This shouldn't take long. Keep a lookout to make sure no nasty fiends sneak up on us.
So yeah, as she does that. Yeah, nothing back here.
That should do it. Quickly now, we must hurry back to the fort while the boy still draws breath.
Yeah, thinking only of her patient, Kalea runs up ahead, unaware that the scent of the medicine may attract unwanted attention. You'd be wise to go after her. Yeah, seems that way, doesn't it? But who knew that medicine could be that aromatic? Yeah, there she is. And so now we must fight back. Yeah, spread its wings out to confront me. But it's gonna get stomped. Yeah, you're gonna get stomped, ugly. Yeah, take this. There we go. Hey there, Clay, are you okay?
Oh, Shinji, thank you. I was not looking, not thinking. Before I knew it, the beast was upon me. Fortunately, I am unhurt and the medicine is safe. It's a miracle. No, it was you, Shinji. I shudder even to think of what would have happened if you had not rushed to my side as you did. But my foolishness has already cost us too much time. Come, we must hurry back to Fort Job before it is too late.
So yeah, back to Fort Job. On the double! Alright, now that we've returned. Yeah, there's Neilden. I'll go ahead and speak with him to complete the quest. Hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Good to see you back in one piece, friend. Kalea's inside tending to the boy. I reckon we shall leave her alone till the job is done. And so, later that night... How's it, Kalea?
The treatment is complete. The poison has been flushed from his system. Though it will take time for him to regain his strength, the man will live. My hair? I simply tied it back, the way Father always did when he was working. He would always say that he wanted nothing to block his field of vision when examining his patients.
Wicked right, if you ain't the spitting image of him. And mind ye, I ain't just talking about your looks.
Why, whatever do you mean, Uncle Nilden?
The fire burning in your eyes, the way you couldn't think of nothing but the poor boy who needed your help, the way you didn't hesitate to fling yourself into harm's way for his sake. I swear it's as if your whole family is determined to send old Uncle Neilden to an early grave out of sheer fright. Like father, like daughter, for better and for worse.
Is it possible that I resemble father more than I thought?
Aye, girl, aye. And not just your own father, but his father before him. You never met him, but I did, and I can say for certain you've come from a long line of folks with more compassion than common sense. Colfax's father wasn't a hero, but a soldier, one of the first members of the Crystarium Guard. Time and again he put his life on the line. He had a fought job to keep those who were building the city safe. Wow, that's quite a legacy to honor. To Colfax and I, he was a hero, and so he swore a vow one day that we'd follow in his footsteps and protect the people of this land from danger. That's how I came to join their guard. Colfax, on the other hand, was never much one for fighting. He struggled with this at first, but eventually he was able to find a calling of his own. And whatever he lacked in brute strength, he more than made up for it with his courage. Courage that I see is alive and well in his daughter.
Courage indeed.
What do you agree, Shinji? You're no stranger to the acts of risking your life for the sake of others after all. Well, that's definitely true. Calm now. Uncle Neilde is no fool. Don't think I haven't heard from my fellow guards about your rescue mission with Captain Leno during the raid on Holdminster. Rushing into a den of sin-eaters just to save those poor villagers, that's a selfless act of courage and self-sacrifice if I ever heard of one. Yeah, we're definitely giving you a lot to ponder, haven't we, Kalea?
Is this true, Shinji? That you risked your very life to save the people of Holdminster? But they were strangers to you, yes? How was it that you were able to put yourself in peril for the sake of total strangers?
I couldn't stand back and do nothing or say nothing at all. Well, we should tell her why.
I see. And so, you did what you felt you had to do.
That's right.
Thanks to you, it is finally clear to me. I know what I must do.
And what's that?
Shinji, Uncle Neilden, pray send word to the Crystarium. I will not be needing a room. I intend to stay here at Fort Job and carry on for this legacy.
That's what we wanted to hear.
I know this is a dangerous place and my own skills pale in comparison to his. And yet there is no one else better equipped to attend to these people. I will do what I can. What I must. Father left behind a wealth of knowledge. If I studied diligently and worked on my skills, then one day, perhaps one day, I might be the healer he once was.
Yeah, glad to know we've gotten the conviction in you. Hi, my girl. I reckon you just might. No one can say what tomorrow will bring, and yet this I know. You've already done your father proud. If only that stubborn bastard could have been here to see this day.
Thank you for always believing in me, but my journey to follow in Father's footsteps has only begun.
That's the spirit, girl. But remember, you needn't walk the path alone. If you ever find yourself overwhelmed by it all, you can always give Uncle Nearly a shout.
Thank you, my friend. I will.
And so?
Adieu, Shinji. I was but a stranger to you, and yet you have shown me more kindness than anyone.
Even Neilden?
Your selflessness has inspired me to find something deep within me that, were it not for you, I would have never known was there. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
As much as we're trying to hang on to our voice here. So we'll take our experience skill plus choice of food, which in this case will be spaghetti al nero yet again, because nothing else can be used for us. At least not on our current class. But yeah, we've put a young lady's heart at ease, and we helped bring these two together in a way they never could have imagined. Alright. Yeah, that is definitely one of the more heartwarming quests I have seen to this point. And I'm sure you'll agree you feel the same way, too. Alright, I'll go ahead and let that save. Alright, I'm gonna go get myself some water and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's go ahead and get everything rolling again. Alright. Looks like everything's good to go again, so let's go ahead and resume taking on the side quests in and around Fort Job that have spawned. Let's make our way over to this ungainly guardsman to take on their quest entitled You Had One Job. The ungainly guardsman has made a fine mess of things. Oh, curse my clumsy feet, I've really done it this time. I was on my way back from an assignment when weathering, when, would you believe it, I slipped and fell, sending the sack I was carrying flying out of my hand and high into the heavens. And if that wasn't bad enough, a massive beast from out of nowhere snatched up my precious belongings in its jaws and carried them off to the gods know where. Suffice it to say that if I return empty-handed, my commanding officer is like as not to put me on privy cleaning duty for a week. You must help me, friend. Alright, let's see if we can go find it. So the rain has gone away now, thankfully. But yeah, plot-based, yeah. That was so appropriate that when the we were dealing with Kalea's sorrow, the rain suddenly started to kick in. Alright, so this is what we're fighting. So get off the bike and start fighting. Hey there, Shima, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, I did notice that you just logged in. Yeah, let's go ahead and teach this Proterosuchus a lesson, or however you pronounce this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we still have to keep killing because we have not yet killed the right one. Yeah, and this guy probably beat us to the punch. So we'll just have to keep looking for others. Incoming! Yeah, I do remember that this is one of those quests where you have to keep beating X number of enemies in order to retrieve the item that you require. Alright, so look for the big one. Alright, we got it. Yeah, the random number generator can be a cruel mistress sometimes. Alright, we're back. So let's go find that guardsman again. Yeah, here he is back at his post. Welcome back, friend. You found my supplies, yes? Oh, please say that you did. Just the thought of scouring the privy with a toothbrush again is sending shivers down my spine. That's quite hard to say. Also, hello there. Could it be? Oh, but it is my sock! My lovely, lovely sock! And though it's looking rather worse for wear, the contents appear to be entirely intact. What exactly are the contents, you ask? Among other things, there happens to be a remarkable device that's been entrusted to us in the guard by the Crystal Exarch himself, who is said to have exhumed it from the Crystal Tower. Though it looks simply like a pretty round gemstone, it somehow has the ability to measure the concentration of ether in the air and matters around us. Needless to say, it's not something that anyone, not even the artisans of the mean, can just toss together. If I had lost it for good. But thanks to you, I don't have to think about that anymore now, do I? I know it isn't much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. And with that, I best hurry back lest I get punched away for my tardiness. Fare thee well. Yeah, fare thee well to you too, Rome Mythal. Ugh. And now let's head on over to Jonric here, who has our next side quest entitled Of Graveyards and Gremlins. Jonric is at wit's end. Oh, good traveler, thank the gods you're here. You will simply help deliver us from the unending nightmare. I speak, of course, of those ghost-damned gremlins who keep sneaking in to defile the graves behind our fort. Time and again, I have my fellow guards and I chase them away, only to see them come back in hordes, cackling and sniggering all the way. And if that weren't bad enough, they continuously berate us with an array of vulgar aspersions that, rather surprisingly given that the limited intellect, more often than not hit painfully close to home. But it's gotten so bad that one of our men, that was definitely not me, spent the night crying into his pillow after the last such attack. But I can tell you're not one to let words around you, am I right? Of course I am. So I beg of you, go forth to the graveyard and be the gremlin smashing hero we need. You got it. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, Jonric here, given that he has a man's name, is probably been someone who's been taking a beating for these gremlins a few too many times. So let's go ahead and search the area and check it out. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, take this. Keep the rotation going. Alright, you're dead. I can go ahead and add some buffs myself while I'm waiting to attack you. Yeah, take that. Alright, so they're gone. So now let's check over here. You can neither see nor hear any sign of gremlins here. Well, that's good. But what about over here? Down at the far end. In this case, there are gremlins to combat against and fight. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, spin through you and take you down. Yeah, take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out. And there we go, you're dead. Actually, I might not even need to use the teleport for this, since I can just simply fly over 2 walls. Hey there, John Wick. Do my eyes deceive me? The tittering and snickering is no more. Could it be? Did I dream? Have you put an end to the gremlin menace once and for all? Oh, glorious. That is to say, thank you, traveler. All of our job is in your debt. Forgive me, I got carried away when the topic turns to those nasty buggers. Speaking of which, do you ever wonder where they came from? I could swear I never saw one of them before the flood. How old are you? I heard someone say that they first started popping up after the Crystarium was built, that they came out of the tower. As for the truth, who can say, but all I know is that they're not bothering us anymore, and that's good enough for me. Well, good to know. Alright, time for the last fort job quest here, probably for now, because we might end up seeing more later on. So let's seek with the high-strung historian and his quest entitled Lofty Goals. The high-strung historian glares at the ground, muttering under his breath. Not bad so far there, Shima. We just finished Ilmeg earlier on this morning. Fools, fools, the lot of them! How can they fail to comprehend the profound significance of my fieldwork? Have I truly no recourse but to put my life in mortal danger in pursuit of knowledge? Oh, woe is me! Hello there. Oh, hello there. Forgive me if I seem a bit flustered. I am a scholar specializing in historical architecture and I have a mind to pay a visit to Luxon Loft, that I might assess the full extent of the damages sustained in the recent stand against the Ulmoran forces. I had assumed that the Crystarium Guard would be escorting me there to ensure my safety, but they insist they cannot spare a single man for the task. Why, it's almost as if they believe my research to be of less than the utmost importance. Maybe because it is? What's this? Not only have you set foot inside the castle, you've fought in the battle itself? Surely fortune smiles upon me today. Would you be so kind as to accompany me on my expedition? You would, of course, be handsomely compensated for your services. Alright then. Splendid. Then let us be off. My research has waited for far too long already. And so he goes. And we will follow. So yeah, it's our first visit to Luxon Loft since our battle with General Ranjit and the Ulmoran army. So it's time for us to check the area out in the aftermath. So yeah, now we have elven knights prowling the field. And our high-strung historian's right over there. Excuse me. We're about to be attacked. Yeah. Why did I have a feeling you would do this? Yeah. Not only that, you have the creepiest eyes. Let me do a close-up on him. Yeah. This guy is creeping me out. He's got glowing red eyes and a metallic mask that looks like Jaws. His mouth almost looks like a bear trap. Alright, Historian, where were we? There you are. I feared for a moment that you meant to leave me stranded here. Anyhow, as you can see, this place has seen better days. Truly a shame, is it not? I weep for all the historical treasures our realm has lost and continues to lose. In any event, let us have a walk about the premises and take a close look. I mean to examine the courtyard. Why don't you circle the perimeter and take stock of what you see? Alright. Yeah, just don't cross any paths with those creepy elven knights. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and check out the area. Can't remember if this stuff is on the left or the right. I guess that also doesn't help if we're not on the correct level either. And they say go higher. So right over here. This once proud castle wall has been reduced to a crumbling heap of rubble, no doubt having borne the brunt of a Sin Eater's devastating attack. And then over here, on the right, yeah, where will we be looking? Oh, here it is. Let's check this out. You attempt to open the weighty door, but its rusted hinges thwart your efforts. Whatever lies on the other side will have to remain a mystery. And finally over back to the left. Oh, it says lower. Probably around the perimeter here. Yep, right over here. Let's check this area out. Even as an elven knight looks at us. And I'm also joined by another Dran/Aura. A stout rampart stands strong before you. Though it has been weathered by battle and the elements, it seems in no danger of collapse. Alright, back over to the Historian. As dawn is about to arrive. Yeah, let's go ahead and reunite with the Historian. Wherever they may be. Pulley up on this tier. Yep. Hey there, sir. Ha, you're back. Did you have your chance to make your way around the castle? Pray tell, how did it look to you? Well, here's how it looks. I see. If I might, allow me to pose an old question. I realize that, unlike me, you are wholly an expert in such matters. But what do you think of this castle? Aesthetically pleasing, or aesthetically speaking, that is. It's most beautiful or it's a pitiful wreck? Well, I think it's beautiful the way it is. Yes, I could not agree more, my friend. For a layperson, you have a most remarkable eye. Although it has suffered some damage, Laxenloft still stands strong as a singular specimen of this region's rich heritage and history. It was written in the histories that in the days of old, the elves held sway over all of Novaura, yet they had no interest in establishing a nation as it were, and thus were gradually driven from their homes by the other races. Realizing that they had to fight with their lives to defend their claim to the source, their ancestral holy ground, with their lives, the once scattered clans banded together, uniting under a single king. So was born the nation of Lakeland, and Laxenloft flourished as the seat of the king. Shortly after, the elves allied with the Humes and protected the source from would-be invaders for years to come. Events took a turn, however, some 100 years ago. Elven dissidents from the old guard who sought to restore their race to its former glory banded together under the auspices of a figure known only as the Shadowkeeper, and a bloody revolution began. Laxenloft, so proud and glorious, was bathed in fire and stained with blood, the beginning of the devastation that will continue with the flood and beyond.
but going back to the Revolution, I came across a most fascinating theory. You see, one school of scholars posits that... but forgive me, I tend to get carried away when the topic turns to history. Let us return to Fort Job that I might properly reward you for your assistance. Well, thank you. So, back over to Fort Job. Get some more water into me. Always a good feeling. Alright, let's reconnect with him. Hello there. Welcome back, friend, and thank you once again for your invaluable aid. Take pride in knowing that you've made a great contribution to historical scholarship today. Pray accept this token as a token of my thanks. And with that, I had best return to my studies. Farewell. And so he'll give us experience, gil, plus also some grilled platinum bream, which is suitable for dragoons. And so now that we've completed all the quests at Fort Job, yet again, and there's nothing at the operative, right? Nope. All good. So, as Dawn prepares to arrive here in Lakeland, it's time for us to get back on with the main story. So, back over here to Urianger, Thancred, and Minfilia. And we'll proceed to take on Urianger's level 74 main story quest entitled A Little Faith. Urianger appears lost in thoughts. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its external tides would drown out nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgurant deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet there where is light there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Ratika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Alright. And does it seem to you this person is trying to dress up like the fairies that we found in El Meg? With this fancy outfit? Like, this is a Eureka outfit, I can clearly see. But yeah, I think someone was inspired a bit by the fairies. Alright, where is everyone? Well, they're asking us to survey the area, so we need to do that. Anything in the back? You know, I want to make sure we don't leave anything out. Yeah, because it is so easy to do that sometimes. Alright, we already checked that side. Alright, and we already checked over here. Alright, let's look a little more in depth. Like, how about over here? Oh yeah, that's right. This place gave me problems trying to figure it out when I did it in early access. But yeah, they hide this on you. Yeah, an underground cathedral of all things. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse.
Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the whole from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch, knowing full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labour to learn all that she may of the blessed in their past, 'tis why he sent us here, I now see. So what does all this mean? The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Yeah, search for the Time Worn tablet right here. Oh yeah, that's right. This is another zoom thing. Yeah, the tablet is right over here. Yeah, I don't know if that was necessarily warranting of the use of the telescope to do that. Or the spyglass or whatever. Yeah, hey guys, over here. Yeah, I'm pointing to it right now. Within the altar thou sayest. Yes, indeed. And so we'll go ahead and speak with Oriange again. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Yes, indeed. And so we'll go ahead and take on Oriange's next level 74 main story quest entitled Into the Dark. Oriange is ready to leave, but not before first offering a piece of advice. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be aberrant, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taints, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must never be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. What? But she's over in near Idleshire. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the great wood's border. Yeah, we're just that close now to finding our final missing scion. We need to get out of here first. And so away we go. So yeah, here's where the Gate to Raktika is located. Well met, traveler. What brings you here? We want to pass through. Yes, of course. Right this way. And so onward we go. Time to find our new location.
No matter how far he goes, Man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
And so yeah, this is essentially the final territory to find a Scion, so hopefully we'll find a Stola
We
soon.
have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
Even with all the foliage?
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Oh, and look who wants to come back and say hello again. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
You know no one invited you, right?
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
And you think we care about that?
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
And so would I!
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows?
In this instance, we'll prefer the latter.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
I don't call this good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
Are you serious, Minfilia? Have you lost your mind?
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
Well, the only thing we observe is you constantly getting in our way.
Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Ugh. So yeah, now we're stuck with him whether we want him here or not. 'Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily it pervadeth every corner, as long as the light will moored and remaineth, the sin eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis only about a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, the swarm of sin eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlements, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For mercy, Ishola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither we shall bend our steps, to Fort Gone. And so, it begins. Let's go and find Ishtola. Yeah, for whatever reason, we're not using the white aura site we brought with us. Is there an explanation to that? Anyway, we arrive at our first spot here. Hope we can find her. So, are we able to find any luck? Yeah, a lot of this stuff looks burned.
I see little sign of recent activity. nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
But then...
Now! Surround them!
Uh-oh. It was a trap to come in here, and now we're surrounded by Hrothgar. And elves. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, we're just throwing our hands up. We didn't come here to die.
These Sin Eaters, they're not like the others.
Because we're not Sin Eaters.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Yeah, they are delusional. I can take them all out at once if you want. Please, we're not Sin Eaters, Kupo, or say nothing. Like, we can try and reason with you, but it seems like you're not capable of reason.
Perhaps they speak the truth.
Yeah, is the Nemetzelk gonna do anything?
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
You're just as guilty as I am because you're standing with me.
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
Good. Yeah, screw off.
Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
He wasn't our friend, believe me.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Oh, trust me, you don't. And now who comes to say hello?
Enough. Runar, report.
We know that voice. Thankfully.
Master Matoya!
Yeah, this definitely does not look like Matoya, but we definitely know who it is.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but... Are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
Yeah.
Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Well, if we all know each other.
And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
So that we can also lower ours?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
Yeah, I guess I am a new face to you.
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
And we live to tell the tale, too.
It cannot be.
Oh, but it can. Yeah. It's been too long, clearly. Nice to see you, Master Matoya, or you truly thought me a Sin Eater? Yeah, let's just go along with this. Yeah. Nice to see you too, Master Matoya.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons.
Yeah, do it.
Forgive us this hostile welcome.
Don't mind if I do.
Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Yeah, that's an order. And so, yeah, away goes her army. Yeah, she commands all these people, if you can believe it. Hey there, Ashtola.
You have been busy since arriving in the first, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With forts gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate and you'll find me soon enough.
And so away we go. But yeah, we'll be coming back here eventually. So yeah, we're definitely gonna unearth quite a few locations as we pass through. Not the least of which is going to include the area where she and the rest of the Blessed make their home. So this is where the place is.
There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Toeswood, this forest has a way with dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed.
Alright, let's follow her in. Yeah, maybe it's the fact that we're riding on a motorcycle that gave everyone the impression of, like, maybe these people can't be trusted. And so, now that we've arrived...
Slitherbow is the largest of the Blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
Yeah, assuming you've been using your powers to help them out.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Oh, don't worry, I wasn't expecting a hero's welcome anyway. I mean, we pretty much saw the one we got.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
I think so too. So yeah, let's go on inside where she calls home and explain everything that's happened to this point.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika.
Indeed we do.
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, that's good.
Well, go on then.
Yes, please.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire, any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
Oh, great.
Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
That would be a good thought. That would make a lot of sense.
As
Yeah,
for
we
the
bought you
tablet,
this.
I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
Yes, indeed.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer.
It's a good idea. You two
While we
always
set
made a
to
great
work,
team.
might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
You really think so?
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Oh, no doubt.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Ouch. Yeah, struck a nerve.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will.
Oh, trust me, he'll never get over it.
And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
And so?
That you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea for all of us at this point. So we'll go ahead and take our experience skill plus some brand new leggings. And so there we go. We have now officially been reunited with all of the missing scions. And so now all that's left to do is now take on Ishtola's next main quest challenge. So we'll take a moment to get settled and then we will proceed to do just that. Alright, so yeah, I'll let my audio card do what it needs to do, and then we'll get back to it. Yeah, probably also be in my best interest while we have time to attune to the Aetherite. Provided I can find my way out of here. So let's go ahead and attune. Go ahead and open up the leg coffer. Got critical hit and direct hit rates against critical hit and skill speed. Alright, so yeah, we know what we're gonna do. First of all, we also need to make sure we can free up some space in my inventory. Yeah, I won't need my 290s anymore. Probably best I get those out. Alright, there we go. And just to verify, there's nothing else I need out of here. I can have this, but it's direct skill speed and direct hit rates against determination and direct hit rate. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this stuff back over to Shiro. And we'll go ahead and get it infused with materia. So yeah, we'll get that taken care of and then we can move on. Okay. And just make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay. And also make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. Alright, so we're going with determination. And then there's also these here, or these, this stuff over here. Alright, so we'll move this. And then put this in its place. So yeah, now we got a 403 and a 400. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We also picked up the Lakeland Bottle Mimi. We don't need that though. And in fact, there's quite a bit of things I can turn over for seals. Yeah, in fact, I might want to convert these once I can. It looks like we're fine over here, so we can warp back. Yeah, there's no question that the Matoya theme is very tranquil. Alright, let's head back on into where Matoya is. Alright. Let's go ahead and get things rolling again. Okay, so now that we've been reunited with our final scion, let's go ahead and speak with Y'shtola to take on the level 74 main story quest entitled A Day in the Neighborhood. Y'shtola is staring off into the distance, lost in thoughts.
I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can imagine but how Alice and Alphinaud have changed since arriving here in the first.
Change is part of life, but we can hope that it's changed for the better. Or perhaps you should be concerned with how you have changed? Yeah, maybe we should do something like this, or talk to her like that.
I realize I am not as I was on the source, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that have allowed me to come this far. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Sliverbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza.
Alright. Yeah, the guy who was giving us such a hard time earlier. And we do still need to find our way out of here. Yeah. Hey there, big man who gave us such a hard time.
Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail?
Well, this is where I come from.
From the Custarium, I see. And this tablet you've brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Raktika. Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around.
Oh, hey there, Amphilia.
Would it be alright if I joined you?
Of course, of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya.
Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she?
If not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow may have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the Dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know that there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so as long as they reside within Slitherbow. And what are those?
To show reverence to the Dark?
In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna play along. Alright, so Runar is gonna be over here now. Yeah, all these people are very much the same way. Hey there, Runar.
Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Arctica. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important.
So you want us to bathe?
Would you two kneel for just a moment that I might rid you of the light's impurity?
Alright. Yeah, if that's what it takes to not be having you freaking out at our mere presence. And so... yeah, don't mind if you get wet. Yeah, and it has to do the same for Nymphilia. As Runar lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle.
And with that, you've been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way?
Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint, dark energy.
Well, that's interesting.
A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before.
Maybe it's the scales on me.
I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange.
Yeah, this is quite shocking to you.
The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect. Unless... by the gods! Master Matoya was right, you are Sin Eaters!
That's not what she said.
I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water.
Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. Well, we're not off to a good start, are we?
For that I must teach you a customary greeting. Alin Tuta, in the language of Ronka, is one of the civil ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe.
Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone.
He laughs it off.
You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alin Tuta and they will know you are as friends of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways.
Alright then. So yeah, time for us to use the chat once again. We have to introduce ourselves to 3 people. Yeah, one located right outside the door, this placid elder here. So let's go ahead and do what we were supposed to do. And say Alin Tuta in chat. But I gotta make sure it's in lowercase. And it's not gonna let me use lowercase. Yeah, come on, game. The elderly woman smiles warmly. Alright, so we spoke with her. Now let's go over here. And we'll find Vondia. And we will greet her in the same way.
Ah, a newly come traveler, Alan GC, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea, the quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods.
Alright, and so then we'll make our way over to the other side. Almost about where Mishola was located. I think we're one spot too high. We'll probably need to go over here. Run through their vegetable garden. And meet with Asgeir. Yeah. Hello there, sir.
Alan GC, welcome friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Beware of these woods, you will find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask, and it is yours.
Alright, so now we gotta go over and hook up with Minfilia. And so she's gonna be over here. So yeah, she's back with Runar.
Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but I'm already started to feel at home. There's still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now how they built such a thriving community.
And so with that, we'll take our experience in Gil and move on to take on Runar's next quest. Even though we now have a new set of quests available for us, we're going to continue on with the main story for now. So let's speak with Runar to take on the level 74 main story quest entitled A Helping Hand. Judging by the glint in Runar's eye, there is more for you to learn about Slitherbow. And so...
Ah, you are returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we've had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions, or there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask.
Alright then. And so...
Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payments, but if you would be willing to lend a hand...
It'd be my pleasure, I'd rather not. Nah, I'd rather help out. Give us something to do.
We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough.
So what would you have us do?
All I ask is that you take a jug and water the crops in the square.
Sounds simple enough.
May I help too?
Yeah, I was wondering why you were going to say something.
Of course. One of you can do the filling and the other the watering. Speak with us about when you are finished. She'll be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal.
Right then, I'll fill you water.
Alright. Let's get to business. And since we're in a casual environment, let's do the same. Hi, Minfilia.
This was the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom.
Uh-oh.
You'll need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out.
Yeah, take the jug of water to the square before the contents leak out. You will have 45 seconds. Go. Yeah, run it over to where it needs to go. Yeah, so this is the place we need to take it to, so let's do it. Yeah, 45 seconds? That much? We've watered half the plot. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. And so back on over. And we'll take some more water from Minfilia.
Was there enough water for the plot?
Nope, we need more.
Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you.
And now we have only 30 seconds. Because, yeah, we were pretty tired carrying the first jug, so it's not surprising that we would be a little worn from carrying this one. So we'll go ahead and water this one as well. And the plot has now been thoroughly watered. I'll speak to Ursabel then. So yeah, we've done what Runa wanted us to.
Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something?
Well, actually...
You water the crops? Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I've been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Toddler's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. If there's anything else we can do to help, we could plant something if you like. There is no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Have the Blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Ratika Greatwood. I see you have read your history. But there's a history that is told, and one that is lived.
So do tell.
Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned alongside with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light.
And then?
But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls onto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are so kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all easy to lose sight of why we fight on to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive.
Yeah, hopefully we've come to understand each other a little. And so we'll take our experience, our gil, plus a 403 waist. Or a belt, rather, specifically. Yeah, Minfilia has a lot to contemplate. So let's go ahead and use this. So how does this measure? Critical hit and skill speed against determination and skill speed. So yeah, there wouldn't be much of a reason to use this because the stat increases would be very minimal. Plus we'd be losing our crit hit too. So let's go ahead and speak with Runar for our next main story level 74 quest entitled Lost But Not Forgotten. Runar has more work to be done.
Done tending the crops already?
Yes, we have. Plus we also want to ask you about something. As did Minfilia.
Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready.
Good. Runar! Oh, who goes there? One of the archers who threatened to shoot at us? Yeah, what's going on, man?
In the woods, Sin Eaters. I fear they may have the touch.
Looks like that's up to us to get to work. Where?
In the grove to the southwest. For mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow.
Sounds like we got a job to do.
Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on.
But sir, what of Toller's Heartstone?
Or was it Tadia's Heartstone? I don't know.
It must be retrieved before the service.
Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear.
Yeah. Are you just going to leave them alone?
Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I would not risk them corrupting one of our own.
What was that you said about a stone?
Yeah, elaborate.
A few days past, Todia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung into it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. Of all the Knights Blessed, it was given such as a stone of birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral, as an offering to the heavens, but now...
Yeah, not good. So what are we gonna do about it?
What if I could find it for you?
Yeah, look, are shocked like, what?
I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others.
Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia? Descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please let me do this.
Yeah, come on, Runar. Let's show you what we can do.
Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service.
Ah, I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do?
Don't worry about him. Yeah, I'll come with you, or Thancred doesn't need to know. Yeah, follow me. As we welcome a new viewer to the channel, Iris Serena. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all.
Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both.
And so away we go. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But then again, we now have a total of 4 such races in the game, do we not? Including one I'm playing as right now. But that's only because I chose this particular race for this particular expansion, knowing what was to come. Because yeah, nothing says Warrior of Darkness more than a visually intimidating male aura. Alright, so here's the destination Minfilia wanted to meet us at. Let's have a look. So yeah, let's assess the area. Did we find what we were looking for?
There! The Sin Eaters!
Oh yeah. Guilty as charged, alright. Maybe it's the same one that made example of that poor Tesleen.
I was hoping there would be only one.
Yeah.
There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first.
Alright then. Let's get to it then. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Someone's depending on us.
What? Shouldn't we make a plan first? Though there are only two.
Yeah, let's get at it.
I'll draw one of them away, you can deal with the other.
Alright, just don't get yourself hurt there, Minfilia. But yeah, there goes Minfilia with one, leaving us to deal with the other. Alright, let's get to it. So yeah, we gotta breach the purple perimeter first, and then we can start dealing with the Sin Eater. Yeah. This is for Tesleen! Yeah, sadly we're never gonna get to drive a Tesleen Model S. Yeah, because that vehicle is no longer being made. Yeah, we'll put you away right here and now. Go for the killing blow. Got it! On 27,000 points. So yeah, let's go find Minfilia, while also avoiding these Helm Beetles. Oh, and there's a fate to be started over here too. Yeah, Minfilia took it really far away. Are you alright?
Shinji, there you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise.
Yeah, careful there, Minfilia. Yeah, you're looking a little worse for wear.
I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the bush.
But yeah, it looks like we may have to deal with the fate also if we want a piece of it. But yeah, the search begins to find it. But yeah, I just hope it's not in the circle. Oh, this might be it over here. Hiding under a pile of leaves. Let's find out. There seems to be no trace of the Heartstone here. Oh yeah, someone else asked me about that, but that's merely by sheer coincidence. Because I've never seen Evangelion. Yeah, in honesty, for what it's worth, like, I'm not really much of a fan of the mech-based anime, just because I feel it's just, like, so over the top. Like, people are piloting giant humanoid robots. I know about Evangelion and Gundam and Eureka and Macross and other similar series, but I've never really taken a shine to them. And I can also say the same about the movie Pacific Rim, because it also implemented the usage of giant humanoid robots being piloted by people. Why Hollywood would follow that kind of style of story, I would have no idea. But then again, Hollywood is known to butcher a lot of stuff. And you're not going to leave me alone, so let's go ahead and start fighting. Yeah, why settle for a robot when you can do it with your own hands? Yeah, the one character, and I mentioned this before, that I know about who comes from Evangelion is Asuka, who's like a real jerk. So yeah, let's check this pile of leaves to see if it's this is the one. We've uncovered a brilliant green gem. Awesome. Let's get back to Mephilia. So yeah, there she is, but we're gonna need to get this beetle to back off. But yeah, I chose Shinji strictly because of the fact that I thought it sounded like a really cool Japanese name to give to an aura. Since we of course have Japanese names associated with the rain version of the aura. Hi, Mephilia.
Did you have any luck?
We have this for you.
It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a man of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry, forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runa and the others are probably worried.
Yeah, let's take it back to where it needs to be. Oh, Gurren Lagann is also a mech-based anime? Yeah, I've heard of it, I just have no idea what it's all about.
Thank goodness you are safe. I had begun to fear the worst.
Well, here's the Heartstone.
By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with our service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits onto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark.
And so with that, we'll take our experience in Gil. And so, yeah, we're getting close to about 3 hours now, so this is probably a good place for us to take an intermission for now so that I can have dinner and also to move on to take care of some more of the edited down episodes. Plus, now that side quests are available, we can take care of those too when we get back. So definitely a golden opportunity for me to start taking care of some of the stuff. So in a couple of hours time, we will reconvene and see what else we can do here in the Ratika Greatwood. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. See you guys back here later tonight as we continue to take on the main story and see what the people here need us to do for their side quests. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.